Hey friends, it's Danny again with Triple H Farms. I'm gonna just shoot a little quick video here. Gonna plant a few more potatoes here in our backyard garden, kitchen garden, as I've referenced it before. But we planted some potatoes in our big garden, a whole row of Yukon Gold potatoes. My wife brought it to my attention that we didn't plant any red potatoes, so I went and picked up a few pounds the other day and brought them home. These are just some red Pontiac potatoes that I bought. I went ahead and cut them. As you can see, they got some really good eyes on them. They've been cut now and sitting outside in the air for a couple of days, so they're sealed over pretty good. But I've got a little spot here worked up in this bed. We're just going to place them right here, see how far they'll go, and then I'll give you an update here in a minute on the lettuce and the collards that we planted on the last video, just so you can see kind of how they're growing. And we're just enjoying some nice weather here in Oklahoma and gonna have a beautiful weekend, and we're looking forward to being outside working in the garden and getting some things planted. Here's Waylon always getting in the way, but I'm gonna go ahead and plant these potatoes right quick. And we just want to come in here. I'm not going to dig a furrow. I'm just going to, since there's just a few, I'm just going to kind of dig a little hole here and plant them. And my son Hayden here, he's kind of helping me video. He's going to probably try to zoom in here a little bit just so you can see how deep we're planting them, how close together. And it won't be long. Hopefully we'll have some potatoes sprouting. The first thing we do is just kind of come in here. This bed is about a 32-inch bed wide, so I think I'm going to try to plant these two rows here, and we'll probably space them out about 10 or 12 inches apart. So we're just coming here and kind of scratch out a spot. You want to put your sealed side down, get a good seat, just cover that potato back up, and we're going to come over here about a foot, 12, 16, 18 inches, something like that. Set another one in the ground. Always put your eye facing up. Cover it back up. And we'll just go down through this bed here and do the exact same thing. Like I said, we're going to come about 8-10 inches apart. I probably won't cover any more up. That way I can see where I'm going. But I just wanted to give you an idea. That's it, real quick. Threw a few in. I don't know how many pieces there was. I didn't count them, but there's probably 20 or so pieces, and be enough to make quite a few potatoes if they come up. We're here in our backyard tonight. It's getting late in the evening, but it's been really windy this weekend, so we haven't gotten out and shot any videos in the big garden. But just wanted to get out here this evening real quick and do a little bit in our tubs. We're going to show you how we plant a few of our cherry sugar sweet sun tomatoes. We're going to be putting it in these 3 tubs right here. We're going to amend this soil a little bit. I'll show you what kind of fertilizer we use, and we'll give you an update on our potatoes that we planted here behind us, and also on our collards and our lettuce here in just a minute. We're going to probably go ahead and pick some of these collards. They're getting a little out of hand. So here we go. All we're going to do is come in here and scratch up this surface, and you'll see there's a few weeds in here. We just want to kind of expose them. Pick some of them out if we can find them. All we're doing is cleaning up these tubs. The point to this is to show you guys you can grow a lot of food in a small space. You don't have to have a big garden, in-ground space. You can use these tubs basically anywhere you have room to set them. As you can see, they only take up a couple of feet here. We're going to put 1 tomato plant in each one. If you're growing something like like peppers, you could probably get 2 peppers in here. Things like spinach, as you can see in those other tubs, there's a bunch of spinach, lettuce, any kind of greens. You can grow a lot of food in these tubs. Again, these are the self-wicking style tubs. You fill them up with water and they will last for several days. Depends on the weather, but if it's even in the heat of the summer, they'll last 3 or 4 days usually. So now we've got some compost here. Got a little bit of worm castings in it. We're going to kind of just mix in with this. Add a little bit to each tub. Now we have our Sustain. This is just a general organic all-purpose fertilizer. It's a slow release. This stuff is made from composted chicken and turkey feathers and manure, but we just sprinkle a couple of small handfuls on here. Again, it's a slow release fertilizer, so you don't really have to worry about it burning your plants. Now we just want to take and kind of mix it in, incorporate it. That way, once we water our tomatoes in, those nutrients and that fertilizer, that food, those tomatoes can start utilizing it right away. All right, I think we're ready to put some tomatoes in. What we have here is a Sun Sugar cherry tomato. Again, we're just going to put 1 right in the middle of these tubs. We've got to get some more tubs made. I'm running out of space already. If you're interested in knowing how to make these tubs, be sure and like and subscribe to our channel, because we're going to be making a video in the coming week on these tubs, how to make them, the materials that you need. We'll show you just how easy they are to use. So all I'm doing is pulling off these first couple of leaves here. I like to go ahead and bury these things pretty deep. They'll go ahead and root. Gives these tomato plants a good start. Now I'm going to go ahead and give them a drink here. We're going to use our AgriThrive general purpose fertilizer. This is just a liquid water soluble fertilizer that we use. It's a 332. This is just a good general purpose. Again, it's organic. It's stuff's made from basically fish waste and pulverized liquid form. We buy this from AgriThrive. You can find it on the internet. You can go to Amazon and buy it. They have a website. We used it last year. It's really, really good stuff. I've already got some mixed up here. It's about 1 ounce to the gallon ratio. We'll just water these in pretty good. And that's it. We do have a lot more tomatoes to plant, but we just wanted to show you real quick how we do our small backyard garden. Again, these are things that we can come right out the door. It's just literally 50 feet or less from our back door. We can come out here, pick a few things, take in to have for our meals. We really enjoy having it this close to the house. And we'll back up here, show you guys a little update. We got some potatoes that are coming up here that we planted about 10 days ago. And you'll probably see that footage in this video a little bit at the very beginning. But anyway, we'll back up. We'll show you that. We'll show you this lettuce, and then we'll show you these collards. These collards are exploding, and they're ready to be picked. All right, so you'll see here we got some potatoes starting to come up. There's a potato there. There's one there. Here. Looks like we got pretty good crop coming up here in this garden. Didn't have such a good stand of potatoes in the big garden. Wasn't a skunk, but it's definitely not my best crop. These here, I believe, it looks like about every one that I planted has come up. So just a little update. The potatoes, these are some red, I believe these were red Pontiac variety. And so there's not a lot there. There's about 20 plants or so, but that'll be enough to give us a pretty good batch of potatoes. This little garden bed, there's a lot of weeds in the rest of it. We've got some work to do, but we've got to get after it and get some things put in the ground. And it's time. The weather's right. We'll give you a little update here on our lettuce, our leaf lettuce. This lettuce here is looking a little wilted. It needs to have a drink. We'll probably give it a drink here in just a minute once we're done. But pan over here and you'll see we've got the red leaf lettuce. It's growing good. Now we've harvested off of this 2 or 3 times already. For the last couple of weeks we've been having salads from this leaf lettuce. Now this lettuce in this tub is really taking off. I need to pick some of this. It's going to start getting tough on me if I don't watch it. But look at these collards. These collard greens, they are ready to pick. And I'm going to just pick a mess here and take them in and probably have me some collard greens tomorrow. Good thing about these collards, come in here and you can harvest 3 or 4 or 5 of the bigger leaves off of each plant. There's 6 plants in this tub, and it'll come right back. Within about 10 days or so, we'll have another batch ready to pick, maybe sooner. But these collards really grow quick, and they'll provide a lot of groceries for you. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pick up a mess of these. Just wanted to show you real quick a few things that we got going on. It's been super busy. We've got a lot of footage shot, but we just haven't had time to get the videos edited and get them out. But we're trying to get tomatoes planted. We're getting squash and zucchini planted. It's that time of year, and we're excited. We're ready for it, and we plan to bring you guys along. If you enjoy our videos and you want to see more of our gardening, our summer gardening adventure, if you will, be sure and like these videos. Give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to our channel, and that way you're notified when we do post a new video. And we appreciate you watching. Thanks.